Hi Joshua, you're welcome. Can you hear us now? Let me know if you can hear us now. Okay. Yeah, he said he can hear us. Okay, perfect. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome to this live. Thank you for being the, the first person. For being the first person. So today I'm here with Favor, and um we just want to answer a few questions, Sha, about schooling in Malta. Um, I've gotten a lot of questions. A lot of the questions even are similar. A lot of people have also said why. A lot of people have asked for his contact, you know, and I put the contact anyways in the description of the videos that we have made. But we just want to uh discuss or answer questions about
No,
Malta.
some people will be like, "Can I call you video call?" Some people don't even they don't even request for call time. Want to be sure.
Yeah,
Want to know if you are in Malta. If you are
yeah,
here, I just be laughing.
yeah. Oh, they want to know if you are real.
Yeah, can I call you
Oh,
video call? I think, oh my
but
god.
I actually understand, Sha. They're just trying to be careful because of scammers. Because people have gotten scammed though. Shay, coming to
Yes, yeah,
Malta,
it's true.
a lot
It's
of
true.
people they've gotten scammed. Like people will tell
It's,
them
it,
to.
it's those that don't ask question or those that don't make research. Because if you ask question, you will not be scammed. That is the thing.
It's true, Sha. That's actually true. If you ask questions and if you do your research, you won't be scammed. It's true.
Just ask question, make your research, and follow the right person. But
Yeah.
when not coming, at least when you get someone number, you ask for call time or be like or message first. Not that you just call that I'm calling video call.
Favor
You
is
don't know he did.
complaining. Favor is
Yeah.
complaining.
Someone I work, so as I work
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm always in school. You don't need to be calling, you don't know in my schedule. At least
Yeah, that's true.
excuse me, are you busy or can I call you? But the person will just
That's
let
very
go.
true.
But it's
Yeah.
fine. They are all welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, so uh, there's one question I want to ask, but I don't want to call the name of the school, but we all know that some people have been asking us about the particular school, whether the school is legit.
Okay.
So what do we have to say about the school?
Like
Or what's your
same
advice to
question,
people?
yeah, same question. They'll be asking you. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
will be asking me the same question. I
Yes.
always tell them just to hold on for the moment concerning the school because currently they're having, let me use the
Some
word
issues.
license issue. They're having issues.
Okay.
So I don't want a situation whereby you pay and you'll be denied or your visa
Yeah.
will be refused or something like that, or your money will miss or they will not refund. So
But
some of
I'm
them know the school, so
yeah,
they
they
should
know the
just
school.
avoid it now. There's a lot of schools in Malta.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
they should
true.
just like avoid the school for the meantime.
Avoid it, yeah. Okay. And so that means that you try and give us like maybe a list of schools that you can vouch for here and
Yeah.
that you can probably also help out with admission because you know people ask me about some schools. Me, I'm not an agent. You are the agent. And I can't give information about the schools I don't know or school that you cannot help out with admission because I
Admission,
don't
yeah.
want any issues. So what are the schools that
So currently I work with
name of the school? I don't want problem on YouTube, but someone just asked. Someone asked, please the name of the school. Okay, you can send me a message on Instagram.
private
Yeah,
message,
you can send
please.
us a message and then we'll send you the name of the school. We'll send you the name of the school. Anyways, so just give us like a list of schools that
Okay.
you
Currently I work with four different schools.
okay.
One, my school, Global
Global
College,
College.
Malta. IBS Malta. The
Okay.
school is Aslima.
Okay.
21 Academy, the one we have made
Yeah.
video about, is at
Yeah.
Nasha. And European Business School Malta is at St. Julius. We
Okay.
also have posted video,
Okay.
about
On
the.
your Facebook.
I posted video on my Facebook on it. I always post, advert on it on my
Mm.
WhatsApp as well.
Okay.
So that is it. My Instagram. So I put
Hmm.
some of them can as well follow there. So that is it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
another school which by hopefully next year we start working with, but I don't need to mention, but we'll graduate probably University of Malta,
Mm.
because a lot of people have been uh, asking me about the school. Just that the school is a bit, their fee is a bit expensive, but
Yeah.
hopefully I will definitely find students that would like to,
Yes,
proceed. The
yes.
University of Malta, though I was
University of
speaking with
Malta.
someone there today, so
But it's a
hopefully
good school,
it's a
Sha.
very
It's just expensive.
it's a very nice school. It's
It's
just
just here.
expensive. It's here, so
Mm.
hopefully by next week I'll work on that. Let's see how it
Okay.
goes. So that's
Okay.
it.
Because I'm sure there are people that are willing to. Please, if you have questions, you can leave the questions
Well,
in the
I would
comment
like us to
section.
invite
Yes,
our
yes, now.
guests, so to come
Yes,
and
now.
our guests, our
Yes,
students to come and share her experience so far in
yes, we have
Malta.
someone here, and then we invite her. Just come and
Our
tell us
student from Global
how
College.
from Global College. Yeah.
So, Mama,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Come and have a seat.
we have to shift. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. Okay, that's good. Yeah. All right. So, hi, Titi. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So,
You're
tell us
welcome.
about schooling in Malta. I once asked one other lady, what's her name
Precious.
again? Precious.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was our student that arrived sometime July.
Yeah.
Early July.
Precious that I was begging to tell me about, schooling in Malta. But what do you think about schooling in Malta? Would you advise someone to come as a student? What do you think?
Okay, so first of all, there's a very huge advantage of schooling in Malta, especially
Okay.
from people whose countries to speak English.
Okay.
So, and we all know how expensive it is to study
Yeah.
in UK and
Yeah.
all other
Yeah.
schools. So that's one very big
Mm-hmm.
advantage.
So it's not as expensive as studying in the UK, for
Yeah,
example.
yes, and then you can only speak English, so you don't need to learn a new
Yes.
language
True.
as a student. Then, also for students, it is very flexible because you have time to work.
Okay.
So the schooling has are very, very flexible,
Mm.
and
That's good.
the locals here are very accommodating. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have issues with people. They
Yeah.
want to have you around and all that. So I
So,
think schooling here it's a wonderful thing for
I
those.
remember because I schooled in Cyprus and the northern part of Cyprus, and it's Turkish, predominantly Turkish speaking. But they speak English and they taught in English. But it was just a little bit difficult, relating with the people,
Locals.
with the locals
Mhm.
there, because they spoke Turkish. A lot of them did not speak English.
English.
So even when we're coming here, even though we're not coming as students, actually trying to pick a country that we're going to relocate to, yeah, we're thinking, we're like, do you want to start learning German or Italian or you get, but we now realize that Malta is actually English speaking, so we're so happy. Yeah, we're happy,
Yeah.
even though I want to start learning Maltese. I want to start learning Maltese because I just feel like it's always beneficial to learn the language when you're
Yeah,
in a
definitely,
country.
yes.
It's always beneficial because um the locals will even accept you better.
Yes, that's true.
Excuse me, you are able to integrate better in society.
Society.
Yes.
Like sometimes they will even ask you. I feel like even if you want to neutralize or naturalize, what they call it now, naturalize, yeah, like to become, like, let's say, a citizen or to have permanent, they will ask you for these things.
Yes, that's
Right,
true,
they will ask
that's
you for
true.
it. So it's usually very important, Sha. So yeah, English is Malta speaks English, which is a plus, but also it's advisable to learn the language. So what else can you say?
So, like, so a lot of people will be like, "Can I work as a student? How many
Mm-hmm.
hours can I work?" So we have a student here from Global College as well.
Yeah.
So I want to ask her, "Have you been working since you arrived?"
Yes,
So
yes.
tell them so they will know you
And,
can
and
work.
the thing is, I think people always say, "Oh, you are very lucky," but then, well, maybe luck has its place in it. But the thing is, I got my resident card, and the week after, I got my job, and it's in a
Okay.
Wow.
corporate organization, not even
Mm.
like so. Well, experience also matters because
Yeah.
they want to know what you can do.
Yeah.
They want to say, "Oh, can you
What you
really
can do,
do
what you
this
have
thing?
done.
What you've done before?"
Yeah.
So students who want to work, you would definitely get a job. Just know
Yeah.
that you have a job based on what you can
What you
do, the
can do.
experience you've gathered over the years.
So they'll be like, how many hours can a student work? So no question
Yeah.
how much. How many hours can a student? Please help us tell our,
And well, legally, yeah, it's better to work 20 hours,
20. Oh, okay.
20 hours per week.
Okay.
But then it depends on where you work, you know. If your schedule allows you to take extra
Yeah,
hours,
extras.
but just few times, not every time, because legally,
and in
and you can make
holidays,
extra
Yeah.
money. Then during summer,
you can
you
make
can
extra
make
money. You
so
can
much
work
money
more hours during summer.
during summer. So,
Okay.
and summer breaks are usually like 3 months. So you
Yeah.
have so much time to gather money because that
That's
money is
true.
important.
Help me to
Everybody
tell
wants to
them.
really know how
Money
they're
is
going to
that
gather
money is
money.
important too.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, even if you're coming for school,
Mhm.
I mean, the expectation is that you're able to earn some money to
Yes,
sustain
yes.
yourself for accommodation,
Yes, yes.
feeding, travel, which we'll talk about.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
all those kind of things. You were
Then
saying.
okay.
So there is another important thing now because we from the school you're applying and from the visa level and VFS. Our people have made it to look as if they just want to leave the country. They are not putting the school as their priority that is, I'm coming here to school, and it's becoming a little bit
Ah.
difficult for them to get visa. These people are not dumb, like they know what's up, they read news,
Oh,
they
so you're
know
trying to say,
about.
I asked you that first video we made, that
Yes.
what happens if you come to Malta for school and you actually don't go to school? So you're trying to tell me
So
now that
recently, yes,
people
because
are
some
coming and they're
students
not
they'll
going
be
to
like they
school.
want to leave. Yeah, some school. It happened in my school, Global College. Some people will be like they will come and they don't want to be. You only are permitted to school like twice a week.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah.
Either you're a morning student or an evening student, just twice a week. You have other days to work, to do whatever you want to do. This is just what they are asking for. At least the attendance matters a lot to be present in school. But a lot of them will come after maybe first semester, second semester. They want to leave, they want to stop coming. Some of them have their what is it called?
Permit.
Their visa or their permit have been cancelled. So I'm
Really?
begging people who want to
Yeah.
apply through Favor or any other agent.
Yeah.
Make sure that
It's
that
actually
yes,
school
it's
that you are
school, even
coming
though you have
for.
any other thing,
Yeah,
any
because it will
agenda,
even give us a bad
just
name. It will
so
give you a bad name.
And I'm also sorry to top it up. There are even some countries now we're not going to mention
Mhm.
that they deny them visas. They don't even give them visa anymore
Yeah.
because of that. Because their students come and after 3 months they just
they are
leave.
leaving.
So they feel like, oh, this is a pathway for them. They just come here after 3 months, they go elsewhere.
I'm using my
So
school as
they
an
now have
example
to stop.
because
Yeah.
I know everything about it. I have a lot of students that have cancelled their visa.
So what do they do when it cancels?
Some of
We're
them
going
have
to answer
left.
that question. So
Some of them are left because they don't have resident card
they
here
left
in Malta.
Malta.
Yeah, some of them have left, and that is a very bad name
Yeah.
regarding Africa or any country you are coming from.
Joshua Dolako says that we need Favor to please talk more about the tuition fee breakdown.
So it depends. Yeah, okay.
We'll talk about it. We'll
We'll
talk
talk
about it
about
soon.
it. Yeah.
Let's just finish
Let's
this
just
thing.
yes.
So these people that are coming here, the thing I even thought about, right, is the fact that you are also, I know that there's desperation to actually leave
The country.
the
We
country. There's
understand.
desperation, and I understand that. But on the other hand, you're also denying people that actually want to come at
Yeah,
school the
yes.
opportunity, right? Because and the thing is, the let me just put it as the bad things, or those things that people do that it's not okay. It doesn't just only affect you, it affects other people, it affects other Nigerians, other Africans that are actually trying to come, to the island, to school. So I mean, I hope people can do better, Sha. I really hope people can do better. I understand that whole thing of people going to school, coming to a country just because they want to work or they want to leave the country.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to go to school,
School.
right? They just want to, and it seems like school or admission is like the easiest way to go. But in some places it's acceptable. In some countries, I
And
know
the
some
thing
countries.
they need to know is another thing to apply to get admission. It's another thing to do what? To get a
Get the
visa.
visa.
So if my school might give you admission very easy, in between 1 week, 2 weeks, I've gotten admitted, you pay your school fees. Another thing is visa level. They are the one that have the finance say. So you have
The
to,
visa people.
yeah, they are the one that have the finance. If they did not give you visa, either you ask for a refund or you reapply again. So these are the things our people need to know. It's not about that. Okay, I want to leave. They call
Yeah.
it I want to jackpot. I know how we know how the country, all of us are coming from there. We know how the country is,
Yeah.
but make it number one thing that is school. And I'm coming here to school.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the question they're
Yeah.
asking, we still want her to share
Okay.
more to talk about her experience so far. At least she has been here like more than 6 months now.
Yes.
So do you like do the
You are doing a good
teaching?
job, so I want you to share your experience.
So the teaching like in school is understandable.
Okay,
Is
so that's another thing we need to look at. It's very different from the way we study in Nigeria. In
okay.
fact, I've done my second semester, right, and I've not done any written
Exam.
examination. It's
Interesting.
presentation, then
Okay.
you make research. You could probably make research about one multinational organization, pick it up, pick them, you come to the class to defend it,
Okay.
and then you submit the assignment maybe on PowerPoint, and then the
Turn it
examiner,
in.
yeah, yes, they will check for
Yes.
The
Plagiarism.
similarity,
yeah.
plagiarism.
So it's quite different. But then, like, what I believe is whoever really wants to study, and that goes back to you really want to study,
Yeah.
it will be easy for you because they simplified it. You have your course outline already on your profile, the school
Yeah.
profile, so you know what you're doing for the whole semester. You
Hmm.
know the courses, the document has been uploaded for you there. The research that you have to do, the books you have to read has been stated there. So
Yeah.
you create time on your own to study, which is quite different from what we do in Nigeria. In Nigeria, lecturer comes into the class, they tell you this is this. At the end of the semester, you write the exam, you move on.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
it's really, really different here. But then, if you
So it's
really
more
want to,
practical, you can
yes,
say.
yes, yes,
It's very practical.
yes, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
Interesting. Okay, wait first. We'll still come back to you, Steve. So Favor, talk to us about the fee breakdown. And then Victor said something, but I I think he retracted that message. Please,
Yeah,
can
he
you
did.
ask again? Yeah, so you were
Okay, concerning the tuition fees, depending on the course he or
okay.
she want to apply,
And the school.
that's when we will know the and the school. That's when we will know the amount the person is going to
Okay.
be paying. Depend like if you're coming for let's use what is it called for master's program. Maybe you're coming for a business administration. Like in global college now, we have different courses in masters, both health and social care management. Name it. So there's a lot. So it depends on the course. Some of the school fees are coming from what is it called? Master is from 8,000 euro upward for
Okay.
masters. They have like this the healthcare course is like for global colleges around what is it called 9,500 euro upward. So we have
Okay.
like other schools. I have European Business School, like I mentioned, another school. They do health and social care, but on in higher diploma,
Okay.
extended diploma. So it's for 2 years. Their fee is like 7,500,
Hmm.
and for that is the first year. Second year 6,000 because it's 2 years course. While global
Okay.
college is 1 year, like 18 months rather, is 9,000 something. So depending on the course the person want to study, we have 21 academy. They have like undergraduate courses. Their fee is
Okay.
like 3,500 euro for 1 year. Their masters is 5,000 euro in human resource. So these are even the other school, IBS Malta, the
So
master's
so can
program.
how can you pay? How can you pay the
Yeah,
fees?
global college. I always tell them you have to pay complete. If you are coming for a bachelor degree, it's 3 years, 36 months. So the first year school fees will pay complete before they will start your visa process.
Okay.
If you pay half, it will not. She's a student of global college. She passed through the process. She can testify what I'm saying. So even when I did mine then. So I paid complete first year before I entered Malta. So I paid half. They did not allow me. So I paid complete before they proceeded my visa process. So we had to pay complete. So if you are coming for a master's call, the master's program, you have to pay complete before. Recently, I have a lot of students who I'm working on their visas already,
Yeah.
both in global college, both in tourism and hospitality master, what is it called, health and social care. They all paid full school
Tuition.
fees. I have a student from India. She paid complete full tuition before I issue the visa document. So why other school, European business school,
Yes.
you can pay 50% before visa process and 50% after visa approval. That is for first
Before
year
coming.
before coming. So you must finish that first year before coming to Malta. Then second year you can start here. Those are coming for 2 years or 3 years course. Likewise,
Okay.
21 Academy, 50% before visa, 50% after visa approval. It will finish first year. Same as IBS Malta. So
Okay.
all the same. So these are the things our people need to know. There's no cheap school needed.
Yeah.
HCI and international, they will be like cheap school. I will tell them there's no cheap school. I
Yeah.
know it's not easy, but they have some affordable courses in these schools. But another thing I want to say, currently, Global College and other schools I work with, if you are coming for a bachelor degree course, we accept study gap of 5 years. Study gap of 5 years. Because some people will be coming with study gap of 17 years, 10
Thank you.
years.
Thank you. God bless you. So now,
So the thing just came because
very, very important.
I had a meeting with the school yesterday. So
Okay.
that's why it was yesterday I had a meeting with the school. So that is the
Someone
reason why
said,
I'm bringing this here.
okay. Someone said, so does someone need to pay the tuition fee completely before applying? No, not.
No,
It's when you apply
it's when
and
you
you get the
apply after
admission,
you have received your offer
your
letter.
offer
That's when you
letter.
will pay your tuition fee.
Yeah, you pay your tuition fee. Then someone said, please, is GBS changing scholarship from 40% to 25?
They give scholarship.
Who is GBS?
Global College.
GPS is at St. Julian's.
Global Business School.
Yeah, Global is at St. Julian's. So I don't really know much. I don't want to speak about GPS
Okay.
because sometimes their process is a bit stressful. Like I
Okay.
had a student who came from Cameroon. I was the one that did the application, but they really stressed me. So since then, I don't like because they request for a lot of documents regarding visa submission. So and they are having a lot of refusal, like visa refusal. That's why I don't like to. So I like to work with this school that I know that yes, if I'm working with two people, they are giving students what they want. I know how it
Yeah.
is. So that's why I don't want to speak about this GPS Malta.
Good evening, Agnes. You're welcome. You're welcome. So just let me know or put in the comment section if you have any questions about schooling in Malta, and then we'll answer. Okay.
So I was saying something.
Yes. Let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question. Someone asked that what is the age gap? What is the age limit for applying for bachelor's? So after how many years can you so I think that's related to what you were saying, right? About the 17 years gap and all that.
So, like I was saying, not only Global College, for all schools in Malta here, and majority those are what I'm affiliated with and working with.
Yeah.
We had this meeting yesterday. I was telling. So yesterday they said they only accept 5 years gap in bachelor degree.
Yesterday.
Yeah, like the meeting we had yesterday,
Okay.
they were
Okay. It
telling me
was
so.
yesterday you had it.
I had meeting with the school and
Okay.
this was what we came up with. So now they're accepting 5 years gap in bachelor degree, and minimum age is 30 years.
30 years.
So it can't be coming with 5 years. Someone came with 17 years gap of study,
Ah,
and it's
for bachelor's.
for bachelor. And bachelor degree, you're applying with your WAEC.
Yes.
How can it work? That kind of a thing. So if you are coming for a
70
bachelor
years, a lot.
degree, it should be like maximum 5 years, and the age they accept is 30 years. While masters, the study gap they accept is 10 years,
Okay.
and the minimum age is 40 years.
Okay.
So anything apart from this, if you bring the application, I will not proceed with it. Yes.
Please click on the like button. Please click the like button for me. Please do me a favor. Thank you so much. So
So like I want our students, our
Mm-hmm.
guests will also say something.
You just
You
want to
know,
finish. You want to stop everything from her today. Okay.
when you apply and get your tuition fee, did you pay your school fees complete your first year before coming in? So help us share that, that part. So they will also hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after I applied and I got my offer letter, I
Mm-hmm.
had to pay the full tuition. And
Yeah.
that's even before visa application,
Okay.
because that was part of the document I submitted for my
Yeah.
visa. So I paid full tuition. And after I got my visa, the only thing I just had to do is book flights
Hmm.
and hotel and come to
Yeah.
Malta.
Okay.
And we talk about
So
accommodation.
yes, we talk about accommodation. Please, people have still been asking me this thing. HND, HND. They have HND. They want to come to Malta. So you can't do bachelors. You can only do. Okay, I'm coming out. There's a question here. Yeah, you can only do top up course with HND, right?
With HND, depend now if you are applying for a business, if you want to go with your HND for
Mm-hmm.
masters, it's
Mm-hmm.
possible only in that field. Let's assume you did HND regarding business administration
Okay.
and you want to see apply for a business course, then they will check your experience. If you have
Mm.
experience, that's why
Your
they always
experience, and would they
require
check? They will check
CV.
your.
Yes, your
Would they?
work experience. That's when we
Okay.
submit the application. They will check your experience. If you have experience in this field, then they will check
Okay.
what is it called? The credit load you came out with,
Mm-hmm.
your
Okay.
grade. So that's
They
when
will check your. Would
they
they
will
check your
check
transcript?
your transcript. That's when they can accept you using HN to apply for masters. Not all
Okay.
schools. My school does that, Global College. They will check all this in before. But
Okay.
like other schools I mentioned as well, do check it and they
Yeah.
accept. But not that when you did HND in science
Yeah.
uh, department and you want
Yeah.
to use it to apply for master, it cannot work.
Okay.
They might consider that in a top up course, so not masters.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Now, this person, Baye Agnes, she says, I'm a Cameroonian presently. My passport is still with VFS. It's almost 2 months now, and my classes started today
Wow.
with Global College Malta. No interview yet.
Wow.
That's anything
Can you
about
come with the
VFS.
question again? Let me say something. And he mentioned my school. Wow.
Okay. She
Okay.
said, she's Cameroonian.
Okay.
Her passport is still with VFS, and it's
Okay.
almost 2 months now. And
Okay.
her classes started today with Global College.
Um,
No interview. She has not had interview yet.
I'm sorry, because of the way things are going, Cameroonian, I'm not going to say something. They are
No,
in
no
my
talk. Oh,
school.
no say.
Okay. Uh,
It's
just hold on.
VFS.
Sometimes VFS, I'm not identity Malta, rather, I'm not VFS. But hopefully, before the month, have you trying to message the school? I would prefer you message the school, reach out to your admin
Yeah.
or your recruiter, anyone, message the school. If you can send the name of this thing to me, I can help you ask. But
Okay.
message the school or your admin to know what the problem is. I'm not identity model. I cannot.
Yeah.
I don't give visa. But hopefully before the month runs, and since your session have started, something you'll receive a good news.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can still catch up. You'll still be able to catch
February.
up eventually. You'll be able to catch up when you come to Malta. Good evening, Adeyo Riju Kemi Oluwakemi. You're welcome. Thank you for joining the live stream. Do you have any questions? Please just leave it in the comment section.
And another thing I want to say, some people, our people, please, let's try to be, making research. Someone will apply for a school,
Mhm.
you message the school, they sent you all the requirements, you apply, you submitted your
Yes.
document, and you will
Book
see my
admission.
video online, you will come back and asking, please, can you help me confirm if this school is legit, if this school is real? But you have already submitted your application and they are giving you offer letter. And you
Hmm.
asking again if the school is real. I believe you should have made that research or confirm if that school is real before
Before applying.
applying. So how do you want me to come in? Because sometimes if I see that kind of question, I don't really answer because
Hmm.
you have you have received offer letter. How do you want me to answer the question? How do you want me
So
to
are you
come in?
trying to say that there's a possibility that there are schools or there are maybe scammers that can send you offer letter?
Yeah, there's many people who are
Are you
using
serious?
currently who are using Malta as a business because Malta is balling now. Like they are
Okay.
accepting students.
Mm.
For now, it has been a big route for international students or those who
Yeah.
want to, travel. So some people are, who have had the information that is happening now in Malta, unlike they have reduce the level of UK, Canada, and other countries. I don't want to mention some
Mm-hmm.
countries. We know that they have started stopping
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
to accept both dependent. They don't
Yes.
bring. Some people will even ask me here. I've said the video several times. They don't accept dependent here in Malta, but they'll
Mm-hmm.
still be asking. So some people are using this Malta route now as a business. So that's why you have to be sure of the person you are working with, your agent,
Mm.
or email the school to find out if this thing these people is giving you is actually real. You
Mm.
understand? So
Okay.
that's it. But some people will be like, okay, let me stop. Yeah, I don't want to go into the details.
Go
Uh,
talk. Oh, you don't know the people that you're helping, you know.
but some people just still believe that favorite
It's
is real, is
legit.
legit. They'll be like, please, can I? So I'll be at work and someone will be calling me video. Just go live. Come on, at least you request for a call time. Please, can I call you? It's better than just calling someone on a video call. If you don't want to do a video call, you at least ask for a call time. Hey, are you busy? There's something like, hey, good evening, please. Are you busy? Can I call you?
I'm not gonna
Then
lie. Some people have messaged me, sent me emails actually to find out if you are legit. I mean,
Favor
I'm
is
saying,
legit. You can follow my Instagram. I always post it on my WhatsApp, on my
yeah.
Facebook. Favor is legit. We don't do all the process is favor to school. It's not online something. We are
Mm-hmm.
currently in Malta.
Yeah.
So we don't do online something. So at least when
Yeah.
you
So he's in
message,
Malta.
you call for, a request for call time, I will definitely answer you, give you time to ask your questions. So
Yeah.
before we proceed, whatever agreement we're gonna, have or something.
Hmm. Okay.
So that's it. And another thing I want to
Mm-hmm.
say regarding sometime last early this month, yeah. So there is news or that we received concerning VFS identity Malta VFS that
Yes.
I've sent it to all my incoming students. Hopefully, I
Mm-hmm.
pray everyone is going to receive visa because we have people who are waiting for their visa. So I sent it to those that are applying and
Mm-hmm.
those that are still coming. So now after your submission in VFS, you will still go for interview. Before, if you do your submission in VFS,
Mm-hmm.
then Malta will call you direct for an interview. But now VFS is handling everything.
Okay.
After those that is coming from is maybe you will book your appointment in Lagos. After the submission, you will still go back for your visa, the main interview. So VFS are the one handling everything now,
From January
not
next year.
Okay.
it have started already because I have a couple of students, like 3 students who
Okay.
went for submission. After
So,
submission,
but
they
who
called
used to
them
handle
for
the interview before?
more
Identity
identity
Malta.
Malta. They will
So
send
who
you
is
an
handling
email.
it now?
Now VFS.
VFS.
So
Okay.
the VFS after your submission, after some weeks or probably a month, they will send you you will receive an email that your interview is so day. Then you go back
Okay.
again to sit for the main proper visa interview. The first one is document submission and
Submission.
biometric to do
Okay.
complete normal. Then the second
Agnes.
one
Okay.
is gonna be the main proper visa interview.
Interview.
Mm,
Yes. And that is
okay.
a lot of things are changing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I also got a message from the schools after the meeting that student will be the one booking their appointment
From
from
January.
next
Yeah.
year. It's going to commence on 1st January. So student will be the one, not school. After
Hmm.
you apply, you pay your application fee. They issue all the document they need to issue. First of all, you pay for application fee. Then, in
Okay.
time of booking appointment for your visa, you will be the one to book it. Then send them the booking
Details.
details. Then they will now
Mm,
confirm from identity or VFS that yeah, this is our student. Is coming so
okay.
so day. he will now
Okay.
go. Now school are the one booking, but from next year,
Next year.
many school student will be the one booking
Booking
their
themselves.
appointment. When you book, is sent to school for confirmation before going.
Agnes is asking. She said, "Is it in all cases that they call for interview?
Pardon?
Is it in all cases that they will
Yeah,
call for
there's
interview?"
sometimes they look at age, they look at study gap and all these things like I mentioned before. There's some students, I have like a couple of students, like 3 students
Yeah.
who arrive here, they didn't do interview because they are
Okay.
in their age of early 20s. I don't want to, I posted the video. Precious, for example, we interviewed her in our last video. She didn't do interview. I have
Okay.
the other one, Gabriel. He didn't do interview, but his second did interview because he was a bit older.
Older.
So they look sometimes they look at age. They know that that's why I need to have in mind that I am coming to study. These
Yeah.
people know what's up. They read new. They know what
That's
is
true.
happening. So the guy was around. The other of my students who just arrived last month, that is October. Two of them came October. The app I applied for them the same time. I see. They went for their interview the same day, but
Document submission the same day.
the document submission was the same day. Gabriel was a bit younger. Gabriel got his visa before the
Before.
older one, but the older one did interview before Gabriel. Gabriel did not do interview. The visa came before the older one.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
sometimes they look at age. I remember when I did mine then, I did not do interview. This is my lovely student here, did interview in her own time. But me, I did not do interview.
Okay.
So when I came here, people were like, because we are the first set that came in the global college before they started receiving students. Now a lot of people are coming. We are the first set. So when I came here, I met some people, like 2 students then. They were like, hey, I did interview. They were asking, I said, me, I did not know anything about the interview. I didn't know. They were like, it's a lie. I said, I did it. So I have had a couple of students who didn't do interview, but I've had some who did. So she did and other people. So it depends on your age. That's why you have to make it your pride. I'm coming here to study. Even though when you go for your interview, I will always prepare students for the interview, send you likely question and everything.
Yeah.
Make sure you read it. Like I had one student, I don't want to mention her name, she might be watching. When I sent her the details and everything, she wants to be like sending me, my friend submitted this, my friend submitted this. I told her, this is what I want you to submit. After the argument, she was like trying to do her own thing. I kept quiet. I stopped replying her. So she went for the interview. When she came back, she was like, Favor, thank you so much. God bless you. Do you know that they actually use the checklist he sent to me to check on my credentials? I said, okay. Now you are thanking me. Don't mind me now. I'm just trying to be sure. Don't mind me now. I said, okay, next time, at least she was able, all the things I sent her was what they asked
And they
her.
were helpful. There's not so Kemi is asking, she says, please, how can I stop my processing? Because I heard schools in Malta are sending back those who are pregnant. How true is that? That question passed you.
Yeah, first of all, you yourself, you are pregnant, you don't need to apply. Yes, it's stressful.
You can't come with any other
You are not coming with a
Yeah.
dependent because Malta does not allow someone to come.
And
It's single.
sorry to cut you short. The cost of taking care of a baby
And
in
schooling.
Malta and school, it's so expensive. If you're not EU, and like if you don't
Yeah.
have access to so many of those healthcare
Yes,
for free,
yes.
so you're going to spend a lot.
It's going to
So
be very
it's
difficult.
very,
Imagine
very-
someone schooling and taking care of a baby,
Baby.
or even
As
pregnant.
a student, and you're not working full time, your income is not. It's not
Okay, so she
flowing
said, how
down.
can she stop her processing?
It just email the school to stop. Give them the reason why they want
Okay.
to want to stop. That you're pregnant.
Okay, so you can
That's
email
it.
the school.
Yeah, just email the school.
Email the school
So
and tell
they-
them you want to
So
stop
after
your
you're delivering
processing.
and all that, you can
Yeah.
proceed because they will check it. That is the reason why school might give you admission because they
Yeah.
need money. I will say the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
School will give you admission. They want to make money. You're going to pay. But visa, they have the finance say. With admission, you cannot come to study. You need visa to cross border to come. So when they check you and know that you're pregnant, you're not going to get visa.
The school has gotten their non-refundable
Yeah.
processing fee.
Yes,
You're not
now,
going to
of
get
course.
back.
And if you pay complete, when refunded, you're not going to get complete. Charges, everything will be minus. You'll be the one to be losing some money. Now amount is too small to lose.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Money is money. Okay. Okay. This is how many minutes? It's almost 45 minutes now. All right. So let's say in 10 minutes we should end this share.
Okay.
So any other
The
information, any other thing you
accommodation
want to
thing, people
say?
asking how much it is.
Okay, like some
Accommodation.
people, accommodation, Malta
From the
accommodation.
last time that we had that video and now,
We
has accommodation increased?
Yes, things are changing everywhere. People are a lot of building, you know.
Yeah.
But currently now we are in winter. Those
Mm.
that came for vacation, our tourist people that came for
They are
vacation,
gone.
some of them are going. Accommodation will reduce a bit
Okay.
depending on the location.
Okay. Very important.
Depending on the location, that's how it is because there's some big cities in Malta that is happening. So that area is always a bit expensive to get accommodation. But as a student, you need to live a bit closer
Mm-hmm.
to your school uh, until you balance. Let me put
Mm.
it that way. As a student who is just coming new, you need to live a bit closer to your school. So there are some
Okay.
cities that are a bit affordable. But there's options for accommodation. They have single rooms. They have a base space you can share with two people. If you get someone that is okay, neat as you are, or okay, neat
Mm.
as you are that you want to share with, then you can share with the person. So there's some base space that is 250. There's some base space that is 300
Okay.
per month. There is some base space that is 300, 250, 270, 200, depending on the location
Okay.
or how big the space is. So per month, they are paying per month. And mind you, the rent is coming with a deposit. As you are moving in first month, if your rent is 200, your deposit will be 200. If your rent is 400, your deposit will be 400. If your rent is 500 per month, your deposit will be
Yes.
500 for
Yes.
first month. The deposit is for damages. If you are going out, if you are moving out, after you sign your contract, probably you sign for 6 months. If you are
Mm-hmm.
moving out, if they check everything is intact, they will still give you your deposit back. It's your money. They're not going to take it. They're not touching it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. So depending on accommodation, it can have uh, what is it called? Three-bedroom apartment where three people live. You have your own room. The parlor is there. The kitchen is there. You can have a private room for 375, 370, 350, depending on location. I always put it the city
Yeah.
or the location. So that is it. Those that
Okay.
will be schooling in Global College. Global College is located at Smart City. We
Yeah.
have some city that is close. We have Paola, you have Masascala,
Yeah.
you have Figura, you have Bizibuja, you have Massachusetts. These are cities that is close to
Close
Smart
to
City, where Global College is.
is.
Like Nasha is another school I work with. They have
Mm-hmm.
St. Paul, they have Monster. These are cities that is close to
Mm-hmm.
Nasha that you can rent apartment if you get admission there. So they have a European Business School. Their school is at St. Julius. You have IMSIDA, you have what is it called? Yeah, you can rent in the St. Julius as well. But this
Mm-hmm.
city, the city is a very big city and it's happening there where the school is. Their accommodation is a bit expensive. You can rent
Mm.
accommodation in Sida, what is
Yeah.
it called? Slima and all that. The other school,
That's
IBS
true.
Malta, is in Slima. You can rent accommodation in Sida, Slima as well, and all that. So that is it.
And also
So
utility
someone's
is important.
And now
those
there is
are
a new rule
okay.
concerning housing authority. So calm down, let me say it. When I came in here, there's nothing like you have to legalize your documents
Yeah.
or a lawyer have to sign
Mm-hmm.
to your housing or country before housing document
Yeah.
before you apply. I did not do it. It's just me and my landlord. I found my accommodation, landlord signed, nothing like lawyer. But now,
Yes.
when you come in, you have to all document not to be what is it called legalized
Legalized. Yeah.
from law. So either your landlord have a lawyer as he or she is signing,
Yeah.
Yes,
the
they have to
person will
sign.
take you, you will go, the lawyer will sign, then before you apply for housing authority. When you apply,
Mm.
first of all, you receive email that you have applied. It's on that process. The
Yeah.
second email for approval, then you can now apply.
Mm.
So those
Okay.
are coming. When I came in here, another one, there's nothing like health screening. You also
But
health
now you have to do
insurance.
you have
I
to do
just did
it.
mine. When I came in then, it was just health insurance. You do your health insurance, you apply for your, what is it called? For your permit. But now you'll be doing health screening and it's a bit expensive. Like
180.
180, 190. Insurance too have increased. It's a bit
Yes.
expensive. 180, depending on your age. If you're early 20, you can get from 140, 150. If you are close to 30, 30 something, it's from maybe 180, 200. So these are the things. Every day, Malta are changing
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
Things are
people need to
changing.
know. Things are changing regarding international students.
Let me answer this question. So, okay, someone said asked for Mr. Favor's YouTube handle. I don't know. Do you have YouTube?
I have
Okay, you
Facebook, I
have
have
Facebook,
Instagram.
Instagram.
But
So
whenever you want to reach
I
me, this
should.
is my YouTube
Okay,
handle.
okay. Let's permit to come out when one is
After the
done.
video, I'm gonna post my
Yes,
Facebook
yes,
again here and my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. You can
yes,
follow me. All the
definitely.
information is always posted here and here too.
So let me answer this question. Please, people, think about this question while I'm answering this one. They said, "What's the process to apply for cyber security and fees, both school and visa fees, please? What's cyber security?
Cybersecurity.
Do you have any course
I
cyber
someone asked me,
security?
I have course like data science, information technology, and software engineering. We don't have course like cyber
Cyber
security.
security.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Kemi asked, can I switch to nomad visa? So I don't know if you can switch to a nomad visa from a student visa
No, when you get here, it's resident permit. Then after your resident permit, if you start working your company or you can apply by
for
yourself
a work
for
visa,
work permit.
work permit.
That will enable you to stay here
Yeah.
permanently and working. But you
Yes.
have 6 months stay back after your study. If you're coming for master, if
Mm,
you're coming for a bachelor degree, 6 months
okay.
stay back to get the work. But
Okay.
not when you are coming for a foundational course. Foundational
Ah,
course is 10 months. There is no stay back for
after
foundational
10 months,
course.
you move.
After 10 months, you study finish, you go back. Foundational course is like, how will I put it? Like, is it primary six in Nigeria or
Like,
something? Like my school
That's
does it.
serious.
like SSC.
Like SSE,
Okay,
like my
okay,
school,
okay,
Global
okay.
College does it. There's no stay back in foundational course, just 10 months or
Okay.
thereabout.
Someone said, so someone asked, do I want to know if digital nomad is meant for only tech skills alone. So, how do I put this? The whole idea of a digital nomad visa, because I and my husband were on a digital nomad visa, right? The point is that you are working remotely and you live in Malta. So they give you permission to live in Malta so far as you fulfill those requirements,
Conditions.
yeah, those conditions that they gave to you. So number one is you have to earn a certain amount of money. I have videos on it. So you can check one of my playlists on Digital Nomad and all the information there. They have those information there, right? So, okay, she's asking for data science. We'll get to that. So you have to be working remotely. You have to already be working remotely, right? And then you apply for it. And this particular kind of visa allows you to bring a dependent. You can bring your wife, your children, that kind of thing, right? So you have to already be working remotely and you have to already be earning that amount of money for I think 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months, you should show proof,
The pay slip.
yeah, the pay slip that this is what you're earning every for the past 6 months or 3 months. You should have already been earning that amount of money. So that is how they're, then you can proceed with applying and all that. Okay, so for the question, not necessarily tech skills, but you know what? The truth is that remote jobs, majority of it revolve around stuff.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. For example, I know someone who works in HR. She works in HR in Nigeria and she's a digital nomad. So she does her work remotely and she applied for the visa and she's here in Malta, right? So that is not necessarily tech, but she's a digital nomad as well. I also know someone working in marketing. He's a digital marketer. I mean, digital marketing is still sort of related to tech, but yes, you need some certain kind of skills to be also to be able to earn some kind of money, and it's mostly that those tech jobs that would actually give you that kind of money. All right, so this person says, how long does it take for residence permit to come out when one is already in Malta? So I'll ask you guys, but for me, for us actually, it didn't take so long. So when we got here, I think that week we went to the office, we did our biometrics and everything, and then we we got our apartment, signed the contract with the landlord, and got back to them. I think we had to register on their websites. No, housing agency.
Okay,
Okay.
Yes, the housing authority. Then once Identita approved it, once Identita approved it, I think then they said, okay, we can come. Our cars will be ready probably in 3 weeks. And I think in about 2 weeks or so, in about 2 weeks around that period, our cards came out. So it didn't take so long. So how long did yours take?
Okay, for a student, it takes a bit longer for students because
Okay.
after getting the document, you have to apply online.
And let me cut you short. Sorry. This thing I just said is actually we came in February, so I think around March our cards were out. In fact, before the end of February, I believe our cards were out. But things have changed. Even when we got here, the some requirements for digital normal visa changed, but we had already come here, so they didn't apply to us. So things are changing every time. The last person I know that came here, he came over a month, almost 2 months ago, and he hasn't gotten his card.
Yet.
He hasn't gotten his card. So I feel like it depends. And that's because he had an issue with his accommodation. They were asking for some documents which he had to supply, and he did send them. So now they've approved everything, and they are going to get his card ready very soon. But the thing is, I think it's peculiar cases to individuals, yeah. So different people have different cases, and if they ask you for something and you need to send it to them, it might delay when you get your card. Yeah. So in favor, you were saying.
So, yeah, like you said, things have really changed. Likewise, for for students, when I came here, then it didn't take long for me to get mine like that, but it's close to 2 months. Sorry, 1 month plus. But now it takes close to 2 months or thereabout,
Yeah.
even more. Like I think yours took
Mine
like
took like 2.5 months.
2.5 months
And
before.
the funny thing is, I got all my documents so fast. I
Mhm.
got apartment, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like I was delaying.
You know
Another
anything?
thing
I
is-
did
So it wasn't on
everything.
your path.
Yeah, but then it just got
So
delayed.
just students, I don't know
Sorry,
why.
let me
And
cut you short. And that's why I usually advise people that once you come in, start processing immediately, because your
Okay.
visa is 3 months. Once it expires and you don't have a date, that means you are illegal already.
Yes.
Because you've overstayed your visa
Yeah.
and you don't have your
That's
resident
true.
permit in process.
Exactly.
It's a
and
problem.
that the resident permit is very, very important. Without it, you're just like I don't know how to put it. You just like one place, nothing. You can't get a job, you can't travel, you can't move places like that because that's what you need to get a job. And when you get here, the more faster you try to gather your document to apply, because you have to apply online and be waiting for them to approve it. If you apply, if something is missing, they will email you back to provide that thing that is missing. So you have to calm down, gather the document to apply. After the
Yeah.
online application, then they will now they will now approve it. Then you book your appointment with them for biometric. After that, you will come back and wait for the blue paper, then before the collection. So roughly currently it's getting to 3 months. Like some of my students who came October, then they are yet to receive a approval email. The ones that came July, the one that came July just got her own visa. So, but the one that came October, which is last month, they have not received approval email for that. We have approved your what is it called, your application. So they are still waiting because actually yesterday I was speaking with them. They said they have not received email.
And I
And
think
for those that will be applying, Identity Malta will be going on break on the 9th of December. I think 9th or 10th of December to resume after Christmas. So whatever you are doing, you have to be fast.
Yeah.
You are going for your interview, you are going for submission. So your document will be here already before then, or you have to wait after the Christmas. Then we'll start again January.
So someone said health screening is different from health insurance. Yes, they are two
Yes.
different things. Health insurance, I think you do it, but before you have, in fact, during your
No.
application process, right?
Yeah, everything is during your application
Yeah.
process, but it's different. Health insurance, you can get it, in shop where their branches is. For
Yes.
health screen, you have to go to hospital. You have to
Yes.
do X-ray.
X-ray.
When you remove
Make
your
short.
your clothes and hug the machine, let me explain. So you have to take, if you have those that have taken, what is it called? Polio, whatever.
Okay.
You have your yellow card in Nigeria. You don't need to take it here. You just do the normal X-ray. But if you don't have it, so you have to take the vaccine again. And everything is around one, depending on your age, like I said before,
Okay.
around early 20s, always maybe 160 thereabout. From 30 something is close to 180, 190, depending on their age.
Interesting. Someone says, please, how much is the POF to apply for TRC card? What's TRC?
Temporary
That is
residence card.
that.
Okay. Okay, so
More
proof
than
of funds. How much is proof of
It's
funds?
just 11,000.
Is
This my friend is rich. She said it's just 11,000
No, okay,
euros.
why I said it's just why I said it's just what I'm trying to say is it's the same one you use for your visa application that you're also going to submit when you are applying
if
for
it
your
has not
card.
expired though.
Definitely.
So what's the duration?
It's
3 months.
3 months. So yeah, that's why you have to be
Okay.
fast. If you get here, start gathering
Start
your
doing it
document
immediately,
to
so it
apply.
doesn't have to.
Because if that one expire, you have to request for another one
Another
from
one.
your sponsor or your father or your brother
Or
whosoever,
yourself.
or yourself from Nigeria.
Okay, so proof of funds 11,000.
Only.
11,000 only.
I know equivalent to naira. You know how exchange
Let's
is
not
going
go
to help
there.
us.
Let's not go there. Okay, so this Cletus Emmanuel actually asked now about data science. How much is the fees and what the process is like? I believe it's the same process for all students. You are going through the same process of applying and getting your acceptance letter. I
It's the same
believe.
thing, same process.
Yes, and doing all those things. We have a video already on applying, but I think by next year we have to do another one
Yeah, definitely.
because
After the holiday,
the rules are changing.
thank God we have mentioned some of the rules that will be changing next year,
True,
but we'll
true,
do
true.
proper videos next
Yes.
year after the holiday.
Yes.
Because a lot of schools are closing now.
Yes.
So schools are shutting down for the Christmas holiday.
Said I hope some schools work on deposit as well. So his Joshua is asking that some schools, like, can you pay deposits and
Some schools accept 50% deposit
50%, yeah.
before visa process. Then when you receive your visa, you complete the
complete it
50% before coming
Oh,
to Malta.
You know why that is very important, because the school has to inform the immigration that you're coming. If the school does not clear you with immigration, even when you get to Malta airport,
They will
won't
stop
allow
you. They have to call the school if so
true.
person
And it's
is
true.
their student.
The last guy that came, he
Gabriel
there.
was my student.
He was there
That's
for
right.
almost 30 minutes or 1 hour because he went to pick
I
him.
went to pick him
It
up.
was they didn't
They
allow
were checking
him
him.
until he had to clear from the school,
School
and
to
he has
confirm.
paid. So let's imagine he hasn't paid. That means he has to go back to Nigeria.
Let's mention them. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay. Can we change tourist visa into study visa after arrival?
Oh my god. Oh my god. How will I answer that question? No, you can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's 3 months or 2 months visa. You have to go back.
But another reason is because your application where you're submitting your document has to be the country you say you're from. You had a student that was in another country. He had to go to Nigeria to submit his document.
Not even. I have a student. I saw a friend who was in Turkey. Yeah. When we started his application, you have to travel to Nigeria because of what is biometric and submission to VFS. He has to travel back to Nigeria, so it's not possible.
Interesting. So can't change tourist visa into study visa. You can't. Can you change to work visa?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Who is going to employ you?
Yeah.
What Who is on a
Tourists.
tourist visa? Who is going to employ tourists? They check before you apply for tourist visa. They have checked your account, but you can take care of yourself within
Yeah.
your flexing time in that 3 months. After
That's
that, you
true.
have to go back. So they
And
don't need that you are coming to work because
mm,
And another thing
there's a
is,
document you provide them before they give you that, and you are
yeah.
standing on that document. So
Yeah.
nobody's going to apply you for a job.
and
Yeah.
then another thing is when you apply as a student for work permits on their
Mm-hmm.
website, it shows that you're a student here. That is why you are here, and you have the permission to work for so period of time, and you have
Mm.
to present your school ID,
Later, and you
letter,
get this, yeah.
a
Mm.
letter from the school stating that I am a student. So
Mm.
if you don't have that, how is the
Yeah.
employer going to apply for you?
Yeah.
Because the employer has to apply for you. You cannot apply for work
Mm-hmm.
permit yourself.
Even after graduation, you get a
And
letter
nobody
we
wants
call
trouble.
letter of no objection from your
Your
school
school.
that you are finished school.
School.
Before your wherever you are working, they will now
Apply.
Mm.
apply for your working permit.
Interesting. Okay. Cletus, oh my gosh, we cannot go back and start answering the process. What are we going to do now? You can, if you go to my channel, there is a video on the process, right? There's a video on the process, and if you're interested, I'm going to, under the description of this video, I'm going to post Favor's email and his Facebook, so
On
that,
Instagram, they
and
can follow.
Instagram, yeah, so that you can check out his page, and you can also send him a message if you're interested in talk more on the fees, please. So what are the change? So someone says, what are the changes that we should if we get the
Oh, we're gonna be ending
refusal?
the video soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If the reason is there's no intended purpose of stay, even if you mention everything, changes it.
You have to
I don't really
confess them. I
understand.
think what the person is trying to say is, sometimes when you apply and the reason for um decline is
Mm,
because you didn't state, like you said, intended
okay.
purpose of stay.
Yeah.
I think what you just need to do is be convincing enough. That's just it. If the
Mm,
visa
Okay.
officer says you didn't convince him, there's nothing you want to do. So
yeah.
just do your best. Try to
That's
say
true.
everything. And that comes to what they ask you about the school,
Yeah.
what course you want to study. You should be able to say things so that they'll be sure that, oh, you really
With
want to study.
confidence.
Ready
Yeah.
to study.
So that's just it.
All right. So I think we've answered most of the questions, anyways. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning, for joining this live. I'm going to post this video on the channel.
This is Favor.
Yes, this is Favor, live and direct. People are always asking me, is it legit? Is it legit? Favor, I'm vouching for you in my chest.
Yes.
I'm vouching for you in my full chest. See, I'm
Okay,
telling them
let me
now,
show.
I will hunt him
This is
down. Favor
when you
cannot.
come. You apply for bus card.
That's his picture.
This is my picture.
Eh-heh.
You apply for. This is
Resident
resident
card.
card. So I have everything it takes to be here in Malta. You
Eh-heh.
apply for this.
So I beg go. Yes, I'll post Favors. I'll post.
So-
I beg go. I beg. Favor, I'll post Favors details in the video.
Oh my god.
But please, and please, you can do well to reach out to him. But I have vouched for Favor. I know his house. I'll track him. That Favor cannot do anything. Cannot run away with your money. It's not possible. It's not possible. So, anyways, thank you so much, and thank you so much, Titi, for coming
Thank you.
on the live.
Thank you so much
we'll,
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
we'll probably do this again next year. Next year. We'll do a video to talk about like the recent, even
By then we'll be
digital
having more
nomad.
students by God grace.
Yes, digital nomad visas as well. The requirements, some things they've asked for, some things are changing, and it's only normal. So I'll do a video to talk about all those things. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this live, and we shall see next time.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
I'll just look out. I'll post this video now, and I'll post his contact details. So all the questions, send it to him.
Be ready to answer questions.
I have to have